film critics aren't out of touch. Internet warriors are the problem. That is one hell of a take. So brave, so bold. Oh, God. What is even more brave is that the article I got this take from is hidden behind a paywall. Hard to be a badass dropping hot takes when people are able to talk back, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Punk 5 doing a little bit of a tipsy recording for this because why not? You kind of have to be a little tipsy to even deal with this kind of nonsense. So, I heard about this article on Twitter, but I wanted to see for myself how bad it was. Turns out, we are all to blame, and film critics are victims. Did you know that? You, my dear viewer slash listener or what have you, are the ultimate evil, and you are victimizing film critics. Yeah, I didn't know that either. But the author, Robbie Collin, was shocked by a study that said film critics have become out of touch with audiences. Now, anyone who's looked at the Metacritic and Rotten Tomato scores for movies like The Last Jedi can tell you, no shit, Sherlock. Critics have no idea what people are wanting from shows, or movies, or video games, or music, or bloody well anything. They've been too busy trying to inflate the egos of directors who need to do better. Zack Snyder. Yeah, okay. So, our intrepid little critic here decided that it wasn't the film critics that are wrong, it's the audience. God, don't go full meme. He says that the people who did all this research and calculations got it backwards. Backwards, he says. Yes, brave and bold Colin says reviews that lean too positive or negative get pushback online. But that pushback doesn't represent the broader public. Yes, he's speaking to the masses, you see, from his soapbox. That's why he climbed up there. Oh, God. I'm trying to do this seriously, but this is just so stupid. But that pushback just doesn't represent everyone. The absolute mad lad is actually saying it's the audience who's wrong, not me. In what might be the greatest misunderstanding of a meme I've ever seen. Never go full, no, it's the world that's wrong. Oh my God, children. I can't with this crap anymore. I can't. In Colin's opinion, the people who rate movies on sites like IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes don't look at films with the close, critical eye that he and other genuine movie critics do. Something I can't totally disagree with. Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes is littered with extreme opinions based not on a movie's quality, but that person's feelings about politics or crap that has zero bearing on a rating. Just check out how hard the Snyder cultists review bombed to oblivion Godzilla vs. Kong. Just to shit on Warner Brothers for giving up on the Snyderverse. And that does nothing to prove his point, though, and sends his argument into a tailspin harder than one Star Wars is going through right now. Oh, boy. Star Wars. That's a whole nother video. But then, in a surprise move that absolutely no one could have seen coming, he jumps to the Last Jedi reviews. Oh, no, Colin, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Okay, so because of course we still need to talk about TLJ. Why would we not? I mean, it was the most beloved film of all time, Star Wars or otherwise. Right? No? No. Wonder if anybody has told the critics that. Huh. I'm sure they'd take that well. Besides, Colin, he's gonna jump that corpse Ted Bundy style. Didn't even get a space heater for its thighs. Pointing out that critics have the movie's score at a 90 compared to the 42 it sits at from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. Again, I just can't imagine why. It was so great with the Holdo maneuver and the checking of the lights. Yeah, right, moving on. Never mind. Apparently, the only explanation for this difference is that a vocal subset of the fan base blew it down like a Las Vegas call girl trying to show off. Like they just went to town on that sucker. Colin's real problem here, however, is that review sites are not a good way to gauge people's feelings towards a movie at all. Critics can all sound the same in their reviews, which should suggest that they have a bias or got paid for their reviews? No such thing. Why would Disney, of all companies, demand positive reviews from critics? I mean, why would a small band of people connect to systematically destroy a movie's reputation through a website people treat as a joke? Huh. See how that shit sounds familiar? That's because it is. It is. Yet dear Colin goes a step further, torpedoing his argument by saying, "It seems safe to assume that many hail from the very specific fraction of a percent that believes their views aren't already coming over loudly or clear enough." I'm such an academic. Look at my word salad. I tossed my salad so hard. So, first it was vocal fans, then a vocal minority. Now it is a fraction of a percent of a minority of fans. Alright, sure. I mean, these fan boogeymen seem to get smaller the further you go into this piece, but I don't know. I mean, why? You'd almost think the author has no faith in his argument. That as he did his research on this, he found less and less evidence supporting his case, so he has to keep shying away from his own bullshit. Colin was enough of a sweetheart to prove for me. Objection! So many hours of work. I appreciate that, Colin. You're a good man. He thinks the only real way to gauge how people feel about a movie is the box office numbers. Boy, isn't that a revolutionary thought for the ages? What if we tracked sales of movies tickets, movie tickets, and the people who bought those tickets to learn about fan reaction to it. Huh. So, in that case, if The Last Jedi only failed for that fraction of a percent of a subset of a vocal minority in the fandom, then it must have made bonkers levels of money. Oh. No? No. It made nearly $1 billion less than The Force Awakens. There was an equally bad drop off of toy sales and visitors to Galaxy's Edge. Oh. Huh. So what you're saying is a shocking number of people didn't watch or rewatch TLJ. Then, by our friend Colin's own logic, that would mean the audience didn't care for it much. Huh. You know, the best time to have deleted this argument was right before putting it on his website, or the website he works for. I mean, why would you Hulk smash your own claims in an article you specifically wrote to shit on people you just proved right? I mean, is this some kind of fetish? Does our friend enjoy getting kicked in the testes? The world may never know. What we do know is hiding behind a paywall is not the safe space critics think it is. Shooting your own argument full of rock salt and antifreeze doesn't help you. And doing research before writing the blasted article is always a good plan. Otherwise, I'm going to rip it apart. The same way I'm sure your professors in college did. And you should have listened to them. Trust me, you did not do a good job. You need to go back, think about what you've done, and come back to me with something better. Just come back to me all Jacob Kane and Batwoman style. Right? So that's me, and until next time, I've been Punk 5, and still working on more regular postings to this channel. I've got still the Punk 5 business with all the buttons and patches to run, so just try to bear with me here. But I appreciate it if you've gotten this far. You're awesome, and I will catch you next time.